Well, he was really competing today for one thing. He had one of those run down from it was a break and it looked like a clear easy shot when he ran him all the way down from behind, and he had one session where he had a couple in one blocked one. The guy picked up, tried it again, blocked it again, but he was good. We had some block shots today. He had 5 or 6, and Mo Bamba had a couple too. So you guys know I said I want them to swing at a lot of them. The more they swing at, the more they'll get.
Yeah,
Joel said that James didn't play today. I mean, is that scrimmages or the things? Is he?
Yeah, he just not quite ready to do the live stuff, but inching closer to that. So we got pretty much the first I don't know 50 minutes or hour or so where we're doing a lot of technique and a lot of the drills and just putting in a lot of things and doing that. He's doing that at really high level. I don't think it's going to be too much longer before he wants to play too. Right, we're just making sure he's ready to go.
So like not ready, meaning like physically.
Yeah, I mean just a ramp up process. Yeah, he's good though. I mean like he looks like to me he's ready to go, but he knows who he is, and Simon wants to make sure too. You don't want to do something too early for somebody, so we'll keep it rolling and see when we got him out there for the scrimmages here soon.
Sorry, I
Yep,
didn't mean
it's okay.
to cut you off
It's
on
all right.
that. What do you think a guy like Joel gets out of playing for Team USA? I know that's kind of out of your
Yeah, no, it's okay.
tree line right now, but
No, I think it's awesome. I mean, I'm a big international. I've coached a lot of international basketball, and I love it. It's a super unique game. Obviously, he's going in there in a great competition next year in a great city. But I think that just from my time of being with guys is it's usually a really good like leading into the next season. It really usually helps guys, right? Because it's a little different style, great conditioning, high level play, decision making, all that stuff. I think it always helps guys going into the next season. So that's awesome. Good for him.
To go back to the defensive end of the floor, just defensive end
Yep.
of the floor, just your creativity, your outside the box stuff. What do you feel like can be most applicable you have here? Because it is obviously a bit different.
Yeah, I don't really know yet, to be honest with you. I do have some ideas of some things I'm going to try. I haven't really put any of that stuff in yet. I think that's always a process. I see Danny Green over there. I remember Danny Green and Kawhi getting really mad at me the first time around because they were wondering like when are we going to do something other than I'm just trying to build like I'm really taking my time trying to build let's get back, let's pressure the ball, let's high hands, let's talk. We're just building a lot of the shot contest, block out, foundational stuff right now. But I am going to look at one thing tomorrow that I think suits this team, and why don't you check in with me tomorrow? We'll see how that looks tomorrow and go from there. But I do think there is a lot of length on this team. Everybody talked about it when I was in Toronto. Yeah, so many guys. There's a lot of length on this team. There's a lot of feisty dudes out there, like Pat Bev and PJ and Kelly Oubre and Paul Reed and Jaden. I mean, there's some feistiness. Melton, Tyrese, like some guys that go after the ball a little bit. So I still want to again build that and be that way. I believe in ball pressure and I believe in playing aggressive.
Nick, you mentioned that you want Joel to obviously take more swings at the ball. Is there a line that he has to kind of walk between being risky or being reckless versus just doing everything?
Really risky, really reckless. Really lots of blocks. Hopefully. Yep.
With all that kind of foundational stuff you've been building over the past, are you satisfied with where you guys are after 3 days and kind of the plan that you put into place maybe on Sunday, Monday?
A lot of that is just getting a mentality of that aggressiveness and playing really hard at that end, right? I still really believe in playing really hard at the defensive end still goes a long way in this league. So, and that's all we're doing, and they're doing it. Like they're up and guarding and they're fighting. I mean, it's early. There's a lot of probably extra physicality that is probably going to be called fouls. But at this stage of the training camp, you kind of are you'd rather like start that way and dial down a little bit than try to constantly be pushing for more physicality and more ball pressure. So, I'm extremely happy with how hard we're playing on defense.
maybe even just overall too. Like, do you feel like guys are like, okay, the players have a sense of what we're like as a coaching staff and what they can expect for this long grind of the season, and sort of setting that tone, I guess, in these first couple days.
Yeah, I mean, I think that these guys understand. Like, you know, they like as much as I've competed against them, they've done the same against our teams, right? Our teams. So they know, and they're kind of like you too. They're asking me when some of this other stuff coming and all that stuff. But listen, I think that there's some talent there on the defensive end. There's some aggressive, mean, feisty guys. There's some stuff we need to use, and we're going to try to do that to the best